Welcome to War India News Hour. Financial institutions are geared to support gig economy. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the adoption of newer processes, ushering in a new competitive landscape, stifling growth in some traditional product areas, prompting a new wave of innovation, recasting the role of branches, and of course, accelerating digitization in almost every sphere of banking and capital markets powered by the most modern of cloud-based technologies. It is also a fact that without flexible local payment options and banking alternatives for a global gig economy workforce, engagement and retention suffers. The gig economy is based on people working freelance, temporary or short-term positions outside traditional employment, and it's booming. 1 in 5 adults with a banking account has a gig job or side hustle. As the gig economy grows, so will the importance of providing flexible payment solutions. At the same time, scalability in terms of both performance and business is increasingly important for companies providing accounts receivable factoring. Software as a service has become an ideal solution for banks and factoring companies, both large and small, particularly for those just starting out, due to the many and varied benefits cloud-based systems provide. Disruption is creating opportunities and challenges for global banks. While the risk and regulatory protection agenda remains a major focus, banks must also address financial performance and heightened customer and investor expectations as they reshape and optimize operational and business models to deliver sustainable returns. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. MH's FCOD bust multi-crore cyber fraud, 8 arrested, 350 under scanner. The Ministry of Home Affairs Financing Coordination Center, that is FCOD, spearheaded a pan-India collaborative operation to bust a cyber fraud group and expose a multi-crore scam. This operation was coordinated by FCOD and state police. The investigation started after a 70-year-old Udaipur resident lost rupees 6.5 lakhs to a fake caller scam, also known as fraud to phone, that is F2P scam. The team quickly discovered that there are approximately 700 such cybercriminals operating throughout the country and have placed them under digital surveillance. Honor launches MagicBook X14 and X15 with 10th Gen Intel processors. Honor has launched a new series of its MagicBook notebook series named MagicBook X. The series starts with 2 aluminum-clad ultrabooks, the MagicBook X14 and X15. Both the notebooks run on Intel's 10th generation processors, and it's a choice between the Core i5-10210U and the Core i3-10110U with either 8GB or 16GB of DDR4 memory. The PCIe NVMe SSDs can either have 256GB or 512GB capacity. The two laptops will be available in Mystic Silver and Space Gray. FamPay raises $38 million in its Series A round led by Elevation Capital. Bangalore-based FamPay, which enables teenagers to make online and offline payments, said it has raised $38 million in its Series A round led by Elevation Capital. FamPay provides teenagers with an app to make online purchases as well as plastic cards, the only numberless card of its kind in the country for offline transactions. Parents credit money to their children's FamPay accounts and get to keep track of high-ticket spendings. Twitter appoints Interim Chief Compliance Officer for India. Twitter has appointed an interim chief compliance officer, and the details of the officials will be shared with the IT Ministry directly soon. The government has issued a notice to Twitter giving it one last chance to immediately comply with the new IT rules and warned that failure to adhering to the norms will lead to the platform losing exemptions from liability under the IT Act. A Twitter spokesperson said that the company continues to make every effort to comply with the new guidelines. Senior Director of Oracle booked for cheating Hyderabad-based media house. Senior Executive of Oracle Pradeep Agarwal and his wife Meenu Agarwal were booked by Hyderabad police for cheating customers by collecting huge advance amounts for the projects using the goodwill of the Oracle company. City Police investigating the fraud case against Gurugram-based Mads Creations Private Limited registered at Jubilee Hills Police Station in February 2021 have served notices to its former Managing Director Pradeep Agarwal at Gurgaon on Monday. Oracle in its statement said Oracle has zero involvement in this matter. We would also like to state that Pradeep Agarwal is not the Oracle India head. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.